I never had a curtain call quite like this. Uh-oh. Yes. Okay, hold on.
I grew up as a victim. I wanted to survive somehow, and I made sense of my life as being the one who's going to be the victim. And, oh wait, here's the victim now. The victim will tell you all about it. I'm the victim. Yeah, I was an abused kid. When shortly after I was born, my mom left me in the crib at night to cry myself to sleep. Thank you, Dr. Spock. And it was supposed to make me a stronger man. It just made me feel worthless and not wanted. It just wasn't good enough to bother with, really. And my father had given up all of his dreams in order to have me, and his business started going down, and so he beat up on me, and the boys next door, the brothers next door, beat up on me. The bullies at school beat up on me. Everybody beat up on me. And, I just didn't know what was wrong with me that everybody wanted to beat up on me. I figured it must be my fault somehow. And I kept saying it's not my fault. Don't blame me. And I just know inside I'm inferior, and I'm afraid to let out all of me, because if I let out what's behind the mask, people are going to reject me. And they're not going to like what they see, and there's no use anyway. I'm just a failure, and all I try to do, no matter what I try to do, it's going to fail. If I get something I want, it's going to be taken away. That's just how I am. I'm just going to go away now. Well, so with that in my mind, I was really seeking escape, as you might well imagine. And I escaped into games, and I escaped into play. I would really love fantasy. I would climb into my bed behind the headboard, and I'd put up decorations there to make it look like the cockpit of a spaceship, and I could go anywhere, anytime. I could be anyone, Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon. Those are the heroes of the days in the 50s, and I was Space Ranger, and not yet a Space Cowboy. And, I just really liked fantasy. And around about age 10, I got into magic. My next door neighbor was into magic. He had magic tricks, and I would go down to Pratt's Magic Store in Denver, and we would buy tricks, and we'd go to classes, and we'd practice together, and I started getting pretty good at it. And I got good enough that by the time I got to be in junior high school and high school, I was making a part-time living, very part-time living as a magician at kids' parties. And I developed this persona of Bosco, the magic clown, with the nose and the suspenders and baggy pants and everything, and big buttons on my long shirt. And I realized that no one sees me; they just see the clown. And oh wait, magician is what? You want to speak? Okay, the magician is here. Hi there. Oh, and by the way, I'm coming through a puff of smoke. I sip through it, and I'm in a tux at the tie right there. And so, good evening to all of you. I'm the way that Judah feels successful. I get attention. He loves attention because he feels so terrible about himself. Don't let him know. And I'm really good at magic. I really am. I'm so good that I can just make a coin appear from nowhere. Let's try that again. Make a coin appear from nowhere. And if you think it's there, you're actually mistaken. And I'm just able to do these things, a sleight of hand, and I'm really pretty good at it. And the thing is that I discovered some very important secrets about how life works and how to get away with stuff. And one of those things is learning how to read people and learning how to figure out what they think and knowing how they're going to react so that I can use misdirection. I can point that way when I'm doing something over here. And that's misdirection. And that became my survival mechanism, you see? Yes, 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 yes. I just learned how to pretend that I'm not a victim. Yes, yes, I got really good at it. And I could pretend that I embody my power. But it's an act. Yes, yes, yes. It's an act. It's an illusion, and it's my own delusion. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not my authentic power, but I look good. I sound good. Yes, I do. And I can pretend to be in control of the illusion. I can hide from my own reality. I'm such a good magician. And that's the secret of magic. Well, so the thing is about the magician is that he used the trick to hide being a victim, like you said, and he really developed his talent for getting away with stuff and for getting by. And he spent his whole life putting on a show. And I've been doing that for most of my life, pretty much all of my life. The problem is that the trick really, this last year, backfired. And I deceived myself. And the consequence of that is by being a victim, I created cancer in myself, which has since gone through major surgery, immunotherapy, another major surgery. And right now I'm in Los Angeles recovering from that second major surgery. If I tilted down the camera, you'd see that my legs are taped from edema. At one point I looked like Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I'm getting a little slimmer. But I just can't keep faking it anymore in my life, in any way, shape, or form. And so rather than being the fake magician, or even trying to be the elevated form of that, which is the wizard, who tries to manipulate reality. The magician manipulates people's perception. The wizard tries to manipulate reality and tries to take advantage of the forces of nature. And I really want to transmute from both of those and really move into the shaman, who rather than trying to control reality, treating God as a magic wand that could be tapped to create miracles, I really wanted to be in the flow of things, in the shamanic flow of things, so that I can be in harmony with the universe, using me for creating better realities. And so I wish tonight, with your kind permission, to perform some real magic on myself. And the idea is to perform a transformation of myself, a transmutation, you might say, from the victim and the magician into being the shaman, into being my whole true self. And so the goal is to genuinely emerge from this little ritual, this rite of passage, into being my whole self. So I call in the shamanic energy now. And I believe in the power to access the power of the universe through ritual. And so in this moment now, I summon to me a healing in the city of angels. And so now I'm here, my whole self, as much as I can be. I am now here in radiant light that fills this space here in Los Angeles and fills the space where you are now. This is like a bubble of pure, clean, radiant, healing light. And I now have the courage to be in my whole power. I have the faith to know that it's going to be okay. And I thank my whole self for being here. And I bless and integrate all of me now. And I accept the totality of healing in this space with gratitude. And so I say, let it be so from this point on, even more so than it's been ever before. And release all the energies of above, below, east, south, west, and north, and within I keep. For this is who I am, and so it is.